Hello, Riverside families. My name is Kaylin Atkin, and I am your child's math teacher this year. So I want to tell you briefly about myself and about the classes that I'm teaching. So this is me. Normally during school, I wear this lovely teaching cloak you see before you. Students recognize me down the hallway. Some pictures of my family, my cat, my dog. I went to Purdue University to get my teaching degree. Then I went to Boston University and got a master's in biomedical engineering. And now I am back to school one more time at IUPUI getting my PhD in urban education. While teaching is my first love, outside of the classroom, I like to do a couple other things. My favorite thing to do is ride my bike. I ride my bike to school during the normal times. Sometimes I get up on stage and do a little art in my free time. But enough about me, let's talk about our classes. So my math classes are run in what's called a flipped classroom, which means before students get to the class at all, they've already watched the lecture and taken notes. They then submit those notes through a Google form in Google Classroom so that when we get into class, we can do practice together, we can do group work, we can do projects. We spend our time in class doing work that's much more interesting than just listening to the lecture. So here's the breakdown. We're going to have the minutes of each day. Before Zoom, students are expected to have watched the notes video and taken notes. Then we get to class, we do some sort of warm-up. They get an opportunity to ask questions over those notes. And then we get about 40 minutes in class to do some sort of practice, whether it's using Delta Math or some other type of activity we're doing that day. And then the last 5 minutes of class, we do some sort of wrap-up, exit ticket, check-in. So I've been doing this flipped classroom for a while. I have my own YouTube channel and I have tons of videos over geometry, some algebra 2 stuff. And this year there will be plenty of pre-calculus material on my YouTube page. But students don't need to go to YouTube to find our material for class. Everything will be posted in Google Classroom. So if you go into Google Classroom, the setup looks the same for geometry as well. Go into classwork and all the material for each lesson is loaded with the day of the lesson. So with the flipped classroom, students are expected to have watched the notes video for this domain range parent functions that we did on 8/20 before they get to class on 8/20 and submit their notes on that Google form. This year we are using Delta Math to do a lot of our practice assignments. So when students log into Delta Math, after having watched the notes video, they will see independent practice assignments to be completed during class. And once a week, they will have a mastery assignment that covers the material from the previous week. That mastery assignment is assigned Monday morning and is due Friday at 5 p.m. So a quick little grading breakdown for our math classes this year. Those mastery assignments are going to be worth 70% of the student's grade. And the practice assignments, which are either in Delta Math or whatever practice we're doing for that day, are worth 10 practice points. And students also get 10 points for completing and submitting their notes. I've told students that for the duration of our e-learning life together, everything we do is open note, open internet. Those are resources that they should become very familiar and very comfortable with using. Anything they can find in Google's is fair game to use as support for their learning. And to that end, I'll be showing students all kinds of calculators and graphing tools they can use online to support them as well. One of my mottos is good things come to those who hustle. I call my scholars hustlers all the time. We are hustling together. And I tell them, I promise I will answer any question that they ask as long as they ask it. Speaking thereof, here's my contact information, katkin@riversidehighschool.org. I have office hours Wednesdays from 11 to noon, and students can schedule individual 15-minute appointments via the Sign Up Genius between noon and 2. I'm very responsive to emails, so if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. And that's it. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for sharing your beautiful scholars with us. I really love working with them. I miss them so much, and I can't wait to see you and your scholars in person. And as I say to my scholars, keep on that hustle.